Welcome to episode 25 of Three Stuffed Guys. My name is Jeff Campbell. This is Blake Rudy
Campbell.
And this is Matt Rudy Campbell. And we're related by marriage. Well, some of them are related by blood.
What? Are you saying that, like, we are married to each other?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's... Are we not? I filled out paperwork or something. Pretty sure I put you guys in the beneficiary. But I could be wrong. Maybe not. Maybe we're just three random dudes taking off our clothes.
And getting comfortable.
And getting stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, Matt.
What's the name of our podcast?
I said Three Stuffed Guys, dude.
Episode?
I said it. 25.
Oh, you already go through
You're making me repeat myself.
Dude,
we talked about trying to tighten this up.
I know, I'm out of it. I'm sorry.
And you're now making...
I apologize.
No, well, not accepted.
Okay, Matt, say something funny. Let's go.
Yeah, Matt, you gotta bring the
Get
funny.
the ball rolling.
Let's do
I
it.
have no idea what to say.
Okay, then...
He did it! He did it!
Yeah. I mean, 45 minutes of us just fake laughing at each other.
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing. I think it would be amazing that people would not understand how hard that would be to do 45 minutes of fake laughing.
I think it's easier than you think it
I
is.
don't think so. I'm pretty sure I could only be like 40 minutes.
I think after like the first 10 minutes we'd probably be actually laughing, like just crying laughing.
Yeah, but
You're right, and then we would lose.
exactly.
Because it's all
It
about
has to
fake
be
laughing.
fake laughing. That's incredibly hard to do. Because laughter is infectious. So we would get... That's true, actually.
We would get infected.
We would get
Oh
infected.
shit. It'd be like Contagion, but with laughter.
Yeah, Laughtagion. Sequel. That's pretty
It's a
good.
good one.
There you go.
That is good.
Starring Benjamin
Affleck?
Affleck?
Schwartzman? What?
Ben Schwartz?
Ben Schwartzfinger? No.
Doesn't he?
I don't know. I mean,
Gold
I know he...
farmer?
Exactly. Okay, so in our effort to tighten this up,
We have
now made this the longest, most pointless opening in the history of our podcast.
yeah.
So
That one last week was pretty pointless.
well, that was because of Matt.
Yeah.
I didn't do it last week.
Yeah, we know that was the problem. So okay, so what's been going on?
Nothing much.
Whole big bowl of nothing.
It should be a short podcast.
I read an article where Japanese kids are doing this thing at McDonald's called potato parties. And they order $500 worth of french fries and they just dump them all on the table and they all just like chow down and like hang out.
What the fuck?
I know.
Fuck is wrong with Japan?
Jesus.
Like they're trying. Oh, and there's another thing in Japan. Apparently, okay, there. I guess like this has been going on for like since like 2008, but
Since the beginning of
since the
time.
beginning of time. But in Japan, they're. I guess like teenage girls have like started a new trend where they slam like some kind of like a cream puff like dessert in your face, and like that's like a new trend.
That just sounds like erotica to me.
I know, it looks like bukkake on their face, like honestly.
But okay, so the girls are slamming it on dudes' faces or
Like,
anyone?
Like on anyone's.
On anybody?
It's basically like
So on someone else's, not on their own face, on someone else's face.
but it's not a like hazing technique. Like both parties are like they agree upon it, so it's like they do it for fun.
So the girl comes up to the guy,
Or the guy to the girl,
And
or
says,
whoever, girl to girl.
Hold on, I like that. Let's assume the man approaches the woman. What would he say, Jeff?
excuse me.
Oh Holy shit, dude! Your Japanese is perfect.
He's a Mexican immigrant who lives in Japan.
Okay, continue.
Actually, no, wait. Excuse me. No, that would be more an Italian immigrant living in.
Just continue. It was good. It was good.
Excuse me. Please to. Please to push white liquid in your face. Nah.
No.
I don't know. How would you approach that?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I guess it sounds like it's something that friends are doing.
Well, let's.
But I would only want to approach strange women.
Let's assume. Let's assume in Japan, and this is not an assumption. This is pretty much a guarantee.
Okay.
We're saying that in Japan right now, there's this dating thing going on where the way guys get girls to date them, the way they ask them out, our traditional, will you go with me, put famously by Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie Donnie Darko, and she says...
Classic.
I don't remember what she says. It's not important. But let's say that's their way. The guy approaches a girl and says, will you please cream me in my face?
Hey, that would be...
So the question is, how would you do it if you were... Same rules apply. Like, it's a pickup line. It's a technique. So how would you do it? How would you do it, like, in your coolest guy...
I don't know.
I mean, you can use props. You can use stories. It's basically a pickup line, but it's got to involve her creaming you in the face with a cream puff dessert.
Wait, she has to cream us on?
I was going to say, wouldn't it be we're trying to cream her in the face?
Yeah, because we're
No. She has to cream you in the face with a cream puff dessert, right. And then you can cream her in the face.
What?
Later when you...
Why can't you just cream them twice?
Because that's not what you said it was. You said in Japan, girls are doing that to people.
No, it's either one.
Yeah, but see, you changed your story, because originally you said this was a trend that teenage girls in Japan were doing.
Well, they might have started it, but now everybody's just doing it. So it's like either...
Is it just teens, though? Is it 90-year-old Japanese women? Is it infants?
No,
I'm liking the 90-year-old
women. I see the 90-year-old people doing that.
I don't know why not. They're
Have
Japanese.
Have you seen 90-year-old Japanese people?
Yeah, they look like they're 30.
They do.
Yeah, right.
They do. They age well.
They do.
You put a little cream on their face and they fucking live forever.
That's how they stay young.
Yeah, they just cream on each other's faces all day.
All the lines are gone.
Just fill it with cream.
And it's like a nightly mask that the women put on.
So do you think, like, when you go to Dunkin' Donuts in Japan and you order a cream puff or whatever, do they put it in a box for you and present it to you, or do you think they just
put it in your face? That's what I would imagine.
Do they sell face glaze? Do they just give you a bottle of donut glaze and you just put it on
that's
your
disgusting.
face?
Can we trademark face glaze?
Done.
Put out our own product line?
God, we're going to be so tired from all that distribution.
It'll be so fulfilling. Really well.
Oh, shit. I can imagine the face glaze factory.
So cannot.
They had to make it relaxing, so of course they would play music.
Yeah, but you know what it would end up being? It would be like when they created it, like when they're milking cows. Yeah. It used to be all by hand, and it used to all be by farmers, and now it's done by the machines they hook up to the others. So it'd be like that for... So I don't think I'd want to be doing that.
A flush pump.
Plus, wouldn't another one have to go up your ass to stimulate
what?
No.
Your prostate? Because that makes it happen. I'm just saying, that's what happens.
Jeff, you don't understand anatomy at all.
I don't understand male anatomy. And I don't necessarily understand female anatomy. But I do understand squirrel anatomy. And to make a squirrel ejaculate, you have to stick your finger up its ass and flick its prostate.
I think at that point you're not flicking it, you're just crushing it.
No, you have to have small fingers.
Jeff, if I put my finger in a squirrel's butthole, he would basically be my little puppet that I can move his fucking head around by curling my finger. Could you imagine the puppet shows you could put on for kids?
That's fucking awesome.
Hey kids! Oh, they're kissing! Your finger just blows out of his mouth like, oh, the squirrel's like, ah, choking down your finger.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, we would eventually get to a point where it'd be like an assembly line kind of thing. And it'd be completely automated, and it would take all the joy and fun out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got to be obviously, since we would be putting it out to begin with, it's a grassroots organization. We really have to be on the front lines. But eventually, we're gonna step back before machinery and robotics get involved. Because I don't trust that. I've seen Terminator.
I've seen that robot.
I've seen The Matrix.
I've seen Blade Runner?
Yeah, sort of. I've seen Westworld.
I've seen Wild Wild West.
Mechanical Spiders.
Yeah.
Okay, then I've seen Runaway.
I don't know what that is.
It was a mechanical spider.
Same thing.
No, but it was they were little spiders. They went and they had like a needle that came out and they killed people. And in that movie, there were also bullets that were, like, they were tagged with you, and they could shoot at you, and if you went around a corner, the bullet would follow you wherever you went.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
Wait, what? Sounds like Resistance.
Sounds like Modern Warfare and Black Ops 3.
It sort of does.
Which one just came out? The one that nobody plays anymore?
Black
Black
Ops
Ops
2?
2. Well, okay. Modern Warfare 3 came out.
Black Ops 2 is the one that nobody plays.
Yeah, that's probably true. Nobody plays Black Ops 2 anymore.
So sad. Game already dropped like $30.
It's just the way it is. I mean...
Modern Warfare 3 did not drop that fast in price.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And now you got Assassin's Creed 4 and 5 and 10
yeah,
coming out. Dude, that's so gay. It's so gay.
I'm just glad to see that they were ahead of the curve on jumping on the pirate bandwagon.
Yeah.
It's only a few years late.
I just feel like that was like...
I'm surprised it wasn't Assassin's Creed with zombies.
Or vampires.
Or vampires.
Actually, a vampire thing would be kind of cool.
Oh god, I cannot believe you just said that.
If they did it right.
No. There's no way they could do that right.
Dude, the uniform already looks like fucking like Dracula. They could have done like a Transylvania...
Okay, hold on a second. Matt. You know vampires.
Just take Castlevania and turn it into Assassin's Creed.
No, you're right. Castlevania is grounded fully in truth, but listen.
I'm just saying, take the dynamics of it.
This is my personal opinion. I don't believe that vampires existed.
Like, have you not seen Lincoln Vampire?
I have seen Vampire Hunter Lincoln. and
it was amazing.
Well, duh. But all that tells
Daniel Day-Lewis earned that Oscar.
He sure did, dude. Tommy Lee Jones was alright.
He was okay as a zombie.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I don't know what movie we're talking about, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean...
I will buy it.
I will...
On Total HD DVD as soon as it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
HD.
No, Total HD.
Total HD.
Remember those?
Or what they,
The ones that never came out?
I can't wait until they come out with Blu-ray laser discs.
Dude.
That'd be awesome.
Awesome. Can you imagine how much data can be...
Yeah, you could put a whole fucking plate of your breakfast on that. That's how big it, dude. You could put
they could just release one platter that has the entirety of the studio's movies on it. Yeah. It has the entire catalog on there.
Yeah, you could.
That'd be awesome.
All 22 James Bonds.
All on one disc.
23 now, right?
No, 23. Which I just watched Skyfall the other day, actually, for the first time.
So like it?
I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Ooh. So the Oscars happened.
The Oscars did happen. I was actually going to talk about it last time.
Yeah.
Before the Oscars happened when we recorded, and I was going to like ask, we predict.
What do we think?
But then I realized that really, I haven't watched most of the movies. Best Picture.
I didn't either.
I used to watch them all, and now I just haven't had the time to really do it.
And I haven't really felt the desire to see Argo.
I want to see Argo. I keep hearing good things.
I've never seen The Town.
The Town was okay. I thought it was okay. But
I think the real shocker here, Jennifer Lawrence.
yeah, I agree. Especially not for that role. I was
Which
not.
role was it?
It was for Silver Linings
Oh
Playbook.
yeah.
I really didn't care for the movie all that much. I thought it was.
I liked it.
It was okay. I just thought the tone was a little uneven.
Yeah.
And especially at the very end, it went from being this kind of outsider movie about people who are outside the mainstream and dealing with mental health issues and stuff like that to becoming standard Hollywood romantic stuff, which didn't fit.
Yeah.
That's the thing I didn't like about it. It took me a while to actually figure that out because something just felt off to me after the movie, and I was sitting there going, well, I was examining the performances, and I was like, I mean, they're pretty good performances.
Did Chris Tucker throw the whole movie off?
Did that really do it?
was it just Chris Tucker in this movie?
The mere presence of Chris Tucker in the movie, did that really sink it for me?
And yes, it did.
It did, but no, it didn't. I mean, I thought he was
probably the best actor in that movie.
I wouldn't say that, but
who else was in it?
Some dude named Robert something or other. Robert
Costello.
Costello, yes, that was him. Somebody said he was pretty good, but I don't really buy it. He just seemed like a normal dad to me, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I thought the thing I liked about Robert De Niro in that movie was that he actually did seem like a normal schlub the whole fucking movie,
which is pretty much his entire career has been aiming to do.
Right.
To be.
It's just that it's the first time in a while that he's seemed like that. It hasn't seemed like he's, I don't know.
Yeah, what was that one where he was the film producer guy?
Oh yeah.
I actually kind of like that movie.
That one was okay. It was okay.
I just like the dog scene.
Yes.
He just fucking killed that dog.
Yeah, because that was the one with Bruce Willis playing Alec Baldwin from The Edge, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Like he was playing. It was supposed to be his take on what Alec Baldwin was like when he was making The Edge, and it was Bruce Willis doing it. Yeah, I remember. Okay, I was just making sure I remember which movie that was. Because he also. No, that was different. Okay. Yeah. No, that one was okay, but I don't know. I mean, I thought Bradley Cooper was okay, and I thought Jennifer Lawrence was okay. I don't think Oscar caliber. I really don't.
I don't think that movie was Oscar caliber.
No, I really don't either. But apparently, it struck a chord with a lot of people. So who knows? But in general, I mean, other than Jennifer Lawrence winning, there weren't really any surprises at the Oscars.
Yeah.
And the Oscar telecast itself was pretty lackluster.
And actually, I didn't watch it, so.
It was just kind of. It was very weird.
I mean, it's Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, which, again, he's he's a very divisive guy, so you're either going to like what he does or you're not going to like what he does. And, I don't like a lot of the stuff he does. I thought some of his jokes were okay, but most of them didn't quite land where they wanted.
Oh, what?
For the Oscars.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's complaining because he's being sexist.
I don't give a shit about that.
I didn't think he was at all.
He really wasn't. He was just being Seth MacFarlane.
I'll be sexist right now. A bunch of bitches complaining. Like they always do.
That's true.
Probably because they're all on their periods.
Probably.
That's true.
All women are always on
their fucking periods.
Yeah, even if they're not bleeding, they're on damn periods.
Sorry. Okay.
Fact.
No. Go.
That's in Discovery Magazine.
Then we can believe that.
We got this really bizarre magazine called Bizarre. Have you ever read that?
Harper's Bazaar?
It's called Bizarre. It's fucking bizarre, dude. It's like naked chicks.
I like where you're going with this.
Hold on.
Okay.
They're like emo bondage type naked chicks with like all the tats and like very pale.
Still like it.
You know, the bar through the nose.
Still like it.
Titties are like tattooed different colors.
Love it.
Nipples are missing.
Still there.
All their teeth are gone. No anuses.
Still loving it.
Oh, whatever. But there's that, and then there's like, they have like pictures like that, and then they have fucking like dead people pictures.
No, I'm out.
Right? And I was like, what? Yeah, it had like this dude with like a bag over his head, and it's like, find out what happens inside. So I busted open the shrink, because the shrink wrapped it, and I busted open, and I was like, dude, I gotta check this out. So I flipped through it, and sure enough, it's like it shows him with a little bag over his head. Next screenshot, some soldiers with blurred out faces, like, took the bag over his head. I don't even know what soldiers they were. I thought they were American at first, but they're wearing weird uniforms. Take the little bag off of his little head, and then they just fucking start bludgeoning his fucking head in. Like, then just like little frames, like, as if you're watching like a flip book, and yep, you're dead. And they're just like, isn't that sick? Like at the bottom, and you're just like, fuck yeah. Like, the asshole asks that.
How weird that Barnes & Noble be carrying something like that.
I don't know. They carry all kinds of stuff.
And just give away where you worked.
I'll like carry my sensor over.
It does sound bizarre, so at least they're
they got an appropriate
truth
title.
in advertising.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen that one.
Check it out when you get a chance.
I certainly will. I will probably have to go subscribe.
It's like a Serbian film, but in paper format.
Oh, then, I need to subscribe immediately. And I need to buy their entire back catalog.
Can you still buy back catalogs of shit?
Usually. If you contact them, there's a way to do it, usually.
That's weird to me.
I guess. I mean, some people just like to... Some people are just collectors, so they like to have every issue from number one. For whatever reason.
Every issue of the Sears catalog?
Amen.
Hey, I bet you number one Sears catalog, that book will get you a pretty penny.
Yes, it will.
Literally 1 penny that looks really shiny and nice.
I think we need more than that.
2 pennies?
I think so. I mean, it's a pretty old book. It's probably pretty valuable to somebody.
That's true. Mr. Sear himself.
Mr. Sear and Mr. Roebuck.
Is that who it is? What?
Yes, the company was actually called Sears and Roebuck to begin with.
Okay.
So.
What happened?
Mr. Roebuck appeared in a magazine with a bag over his head.
That makes sense. They usually never ends well.
Okay, so the Oscars, they're done.
Moving on. Who cares?
I mean,
the Les Mis thing was pretty cool. How they all came out like singing.
Yeah, it was fine. The only thing I thought was weird, they did that, and that was fine because the whole purpose. I mean, musicals was supposed to be the theme. I just thought it was weird that other than doing musical selections from the current nominees, the ones that they chose to actually like focus on were movies from like 5 years ago.
Like what?
Like Dreamgirls, Chicago. What was the other one?
Rent.
Nobody's celebrating.
Hairspray.
They didn't actually do a selection from Hairspray, but they did show a little clip of Hairspray behind John Travolta.
But did they do like some Beatles stuff?
No.
I swear they did Beatles. Really?
But anyway, it was just weird to me. I mean, if musicals is your theme, why not celebrate the entire history of musicals, or at least show one from each era, instead of picking 3 or 4 from literally less than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And you know why? It's because the producers of this show produced those movies. They really did. So it's like, really, dude? You're going to use this to just kind of build up the movies you've made?
Why not?
Because that's not how it's done. Hollywood is known for subtlety.
Well, I didn't know that, but
they're not a me first.
Different times call for different measures, dude. Times are a changing.
The times they are a changing.
You better jump on the train before it leave the station.
You leave the station.
You gonna find yourself winded. Oh dear me. Shrimp gumbo, shrimp barbecue, shrimp.
Shrimp. That's the little tiny ones. Let me ask you this. Could you
Yes.
farm shrimp that you then feed more shrimp?
Yeah. Hold on now. You do know that shrimp are in the ocean. They're not in the ground.
Yeah, I know, but it's actually called shrimp farming.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if you caught a bunch of shrimp and then force-fed them other shrimp, could you then make
You have
super
mad shrimp disease, that's what you have.
You have mad shrimp disease and you have a bad case of PETA on your ass.
For forced cannibalism?
For forced cannibalism. And trust me, PETA on your ass is nasty.
Yeah, I've had PETA on my dick, and
That's fine.
and it was fun.
Like a PETA pocket?
No, like a hot pocket.
That's what a PETA pocket is.
I know.
PETA pocket is a healthier version. It's like a lean pocket.
Yeah, but I had to heat it up in the microwave to get that nice, soft, warm, moist.
Like a
place.
woman's vagina.
Well, I was thinking more like an apple pie, but
Like a woman's vagina.
yeah, I guess.
Once you put a piece of cheese on top of it.
Yeah, that's how I like my women's vaginas.
With cheese on it?
As much as I can get.
Mm.
Just saying. Try it.
That sounds like it could be disgusting.
And delicious at the same time.
There's nothing delicious about a vagina.
No, there's not. But you put the cheese in there to kind of, you know.
But that just tastes like a piece of tilapia with cheese on it, which is gross.
Cheese tilapia is pretty good.
Mm.
Let me ask you this. If you catch your tilapia, you feed it a bunch of cheese.
I feed every animal I catch just cheese. But no, I don't feed it like blocked, gorgonzola or like some fancy fucking cheese. I feed it those little cups of nacho cheese that you get at AMC theaters.
The best, dude.
Specifically AMC theaters.
Exactly.
Or Regal Cinemas for those of you living up north.
Yes. Yeah, which they use Rico's. So
Yeah.
Rico's cheese, dude.
I could just fucking hold the little fish's mouth open. Their fingers just scrunch.
Exactly.
Scrunch cheese in his mouth. That fucker would turn yellow. He would turn into a goldfish.
He would.
Oh my god, that's how they make them.
That's where goldfish come from.
That makes total sense. Now we know what happened to Nemo.
Yeah, they do that, and then
Nemo.
They just fed him fish. Or not fish,
No,
they fed him
cheese.
cheese fished.
cheese. Yeah.
They just fed, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it forced cannibalism if you feed a goldfish?
I would imagine it is if you force feed it.
I'm talking Pepperidge Farm goldfish.
Oh no, because, well,
It's a fish.
yeah, that's true.
Animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits and goldfish loops the loops. Something like that, right?
Wow.
Isn't that the song from?
You are getting loopy.
Isn't that the song from the goldfish commercial?
I don't even remember.
What was the song in the goldfish commercial?
I don't even remember a song in the Goldfish.
The snack that smiles back, goldfish.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
that was
do
a
remember
jingle.
that now.
That's not a song. It's a
Yeah.
jingle.
Don't they have the new one that's like goldfishes are so delicious? I like goldfish.
Wow. Didn't realize someone worked for Pepperidge Farm in here.
That's it. Goldfish.
Alright, so what else happened this week? Anything movie-wise, or...
No.
No. Let's see what. Jack the Giant Slayer is getting terrible reviews as expected.
No. I saw the TV spot. It said thrilling, fun.
I know, but
great.
It was probably a pull quote, and it was probably from some 7-year-old's blog.
You know what's funny? They always take those words out of like context. It was like, great if you want to commit suicide.
Yeah, no.
See this movie.
Of course, I would just pull out the words that I could use to make it sound great. That would be great. The one word that actually works.
Thrilling.
Yeah.
It's thrilling to see
how something could derail so quickly.
Yeah.
I was thrilled to see this movie. ...
No. I don't think anybody said that.
Well, you have to finish the sentence.
No, I don't think anybody would even say that.
I was thrilled to see this movie until I figured out...
Until I saw the movie.
Until I saw the trailer.
Until I saw the trailer, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Well, the creators of...
Well, I can't wait until the Oz movie comes out.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a shitstorm.
We'll see.
No, that'll do well.
I mean, it'll do well, but...
Johnny Depp just got signed on to do some motherfucking movie.
Yeah, so...
I was like, oh god, here we go again. His career's just like slipping.
I don't know. What else was there? I saw something the other day that I was going to talk about, but I can't remember what it is. So therefore it's not important.
Should write these things down.
No, I like the spontaneity of just making it up as we go along.
Oh.
Nah. Yeah, what are you doing? It picks up everything. Picks up me. Except for me.
Your voice hits like a frequency that the thing doesn't like register.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm thinking you got some type of like god magic powers or something.
I do. Yeah, that's what I use them for.
Okay, it's close. Use your entire power too.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay, did you hear about this thing in the news with this like lady who, I guess she's like a pastor or so? I don't know. Like she's somehow like tied to like a church or whatever, and she like went out to dinner and it was like a large party, and so the waiter or waitress whatever automatically put the gratuity thing on there. It was like
yeah, that's
and
fine.
I don't think it was that much.
And she is a pastor.
Yeah, and so she marked out the gratuity when she got her bill back. She marked it out and retotaled her thing down to the subtotal with no tip. Rewrote her total, signed it, and then wrote, if I want to give a tip, I'll give one to God or something like that. Or the only person who's going to get my gratuity is God.
Right.
Some shit like that.
I think somebody else did something like that though. But theirs was, I tip God 10%. Why should I tip you more?
That's what it
That's
was.
what it was.
Yeah, that was that one. And she was basically saying that she was tithing already, and
yeah, but okay, but your tithing doesn't fucking help me at all.
Yeah.
Because if I don't go to your church, I don't benefit from that.
It was because it was an automatic gratuity, and it was of 18%.
Yeah, because it's a large party.
Right, I know. And that's what she was trying to say, that, God only gets 10%, so you should never get more than God. And so that's what she was doing. But it's ridiculous.
So that just brings up the question, are religious people moral? No.
I think more importantly the question is, what's God doing with our money?
Well, see, this is what I've never been clear on. God doesn't actually get the money, because I've tried to trace it. I've tried to actually follow the money trail and see exactly where it goes, because I wanted to get God's routing number or something, a wire I could send to him.
Right.
I thought there was one in the Cayman Islands, but it turned out to just be some other dude. It wasn't God.
Yeah.
But it really just seems like that tithing, it actually ends up just going to the church itself.
Yeah.
And then the church actually, builds bigger churches.
On top of their church?
On top of their church. Like, they built another steeple on top.
Of their first steeple?
To make it, because it was like a 50-foot tall room.
Right.
And then they made it 100 feet tall.
Well, dude, 50 feet, you're going to bump your head.
And then I think, going
when you stand up
around up in there, they had one of those floating things that just, floats in the air.
Oh, shit, from Willy Wonka.
Shark or something.
The bubble.
Yeah, sort of. But...
The bubble brew. What was it called?
Fizzy lifting drinks.
Fizzy lifting drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, why have we not seen those yet? That movie came out years ago, Wonka. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
We got nerds.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're old.
I don't know where their resources are going, but they're not trying to work on this.
They're fucking giving their money to God is what they're doing.
Probably.
My whole quarrel with this is that, if God's getting all this money...
No, God's not getting the money.
We don't know that for a fact.
No, I've done the research.
On one church?
No, I've done it to every church. I spent a good 10 years of my life researching churches.
What I want to know is, why is God such a materialist?
Yeah, what is he going to do with that money anyways?
Well, it's not so much about that as it's about making people sacrifice. And that's what it's about.
Sacrifice.
You show your glory to God by giving away
Everything?
part of your money.
All your money, you mean?
Well, 10%.
Yeah, so if you make $100,000, you're giving $10,000 away.
Yes.
It's fucking retarded.
I agree with you.
It's fucking retarded.
But
If you make $1 million, you have to give, $100,000 of your money away.
pre-tax, by the way.
So stupid.
Yes, I agree with you. Which is why I think we should start our own church. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Not only for the tax shelter benefits that we can get from it.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay? But also because then we can have people tithing and
Oh, well, have you...
letting us get it to God for them.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's a new atheist group. They actually call themselves something different. They're atheists, but they actually have a group name, and now they're saying hey, we're a religion too. We just don't we believe in none of this stuff.
Right.
So we want tax breaks too, and I'm good for you.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's done that before.
And I think even I don't even think they really care if they get the tax breaks. I think they're just trying to show the stupidity of it.
Yeah.
Why are these people getting tax breaks when they believe in utter nonsense, or at least something that cannot be proven ever.
I agree. I agree. I'm fine if people want to go to church, if they want to believe in God, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I think we should burn their houses down and kill them.
Nah.
And you've converted me.
Yeah, I can be very
I'm
persuasive.
like sheep. I'm easily swayable.
Join the flock.
And see, I'm easily persuasible. Persuadable.
Yes,
No, I'm
Persuasible.
that one. I can persuade people with my silver tongue. I can also please the ladies with it. By tongue in their buttholes. Where girls pee.
Better put some cheese up there.
Where girls pee out of their buttholes.
Glad to see those anatomy classes paying off.
There they are. Teacher just draws a circle on the board and says, "What's that?" It's a woman's everything. Okay, and she draws a straight line. What's that? It's a man's everything. He pees and poops out of all this out of that stick, and then.
Could you imagine if you pooped out your penis?
Wait, it doesn't. You don't poop out your penis?
No.
Oh, that checked it out.
I don't know when I go to a doctor, your plumbing might be a little wonky.
He's peeing out of his ass and pooping out his penis.
Imagine if you were that kid.
What do you mean that kid? That kid would be dead. You can't have your pipes all switched like that.
You can.
No.
He figured out 20 years later.
No, I'm
He's
saying
hold up.
he would find out the first day of kindergarten.
When you go see No, he would find out the first time he goes to the urinal.
Yeah, I know.
And goes, whoa, what the fuck?
Well, but I'm saying, like, okay, because the parents would know. Okay.
Do you think he would be super judgmental towards the other people? He'd be like, wow. He'd be like, hey, Tom, look at this guy over here. Look at this. Look at this fucking freak over here pissing out of his dick and... See, he wouldn't call it pissing. And the whole world changes.
Somehow his best friend has the same condition, so they're both like, "Yeah, man, that guy's a fucking freak,
a fucking weirdo."
They're all laughing at him and shit.
That would never happen.
Although I
could never find a friend that has the same condition.
Although I could imagine that, like the South Park scenario where he's like, "All right, who laid a fudge dragon in the?" That's what my mind thought.
I'm just saying, like, if you had, because the parents would know from a very early age, obviously.
Yeah.
And then what if the parents shelter the kid to the point that whenever he has to go to the bathroom in public, they make him go into a stall?
Wait, hold on. What if he was just like homeschooled until he was like 40?
He got a home bachelor's degree, a home master's, and
then on his first date.
He fucking poops in the girl's vagina.
What if he came out of his ass?
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, wouldn't he come out of his ass?
Yeah. So he's like, oh god, baby. He's like, I'm gonna blow it on your face, and she's like, okay, blow it on my face, blow it on my face. And he
turns around. She's like, what the fuck are you?
Please.
Like, oh!
She would not have enough time to react.
No.
She would just be stunned. Just, oh fuck, it's happening! It's happening! It'd be like she saw the fucking Ring video. It's like 7 days has come.
But it wouldn't be a little stream of like come. It'd be like a
shotgun blast.
Shotgun blast.
It doesn't have like the chamber. It would be like a sawed-off shotgun.
So it would basically be like someone threw an egg at her face. So once it's like a ball of cum.
No, you know what it would look like? It would look like somebody shoved a cream puff right now.
So maybe that just happening in Japan. These fucking girl boys. That makes sense because you can't tell what's a girl, what's a boy over there.
That's true.
The fucking futanari, whatever the hell it's called. That movement of chicks with dicks and dude, I don't know, dude. I saw some sick shit on the internet. Can you believe what you can see on the internet?
You can see anything. And I don't want to.
I saw buttholes, pee-pee holes, pee-pee buttholes. It's disgusting.
Okay, so what were we talking about? Like tithing?
Yeah, but
Matt, talks of religion always somehow become talks of shit.
Yeah, they do.
And talking at your ass and
okay, hold on. Okay, so one of this kid that I had on my Facebook, I won't say his name, but he was on my Facebook for a little bit, and he used to like post these like most like ridiculous like oh God is like watching you like he's
like Lathoker?
No.
No,
it's Raphael's friend. You know which one I'm talking about.
Mm-mm.
The one who's like, I like your cat. And the remember he started slamming his...
Chris?
Yeah.
Chris what? No.
I can't.
I don't remember his last name.
But I post all this stuff, so like finally like I'm just like, like I'm tired of this shit. Like I'm like I feel like if you're on like Facebook and you're like spamming your like beliefs and shit, I'm like you've now given me reason or like at least like a perfect opportunity to like challenge you. So I went on there, I'm like, prove it. That's all I said, I'm like, prove it. And everything, he's like, what? I'm like, no, you have to prove it. I'm like, prove it. And like, finally, he just like deleted me. So Raphael like showed me his status the other day. Something to the effect of, just because you like can't see it, doesn't mean you shouldn't believe it. You can't see your own heart pumping blood, but you know it is. And I'm like, wow,
that's wrong on so many levels.
I'm like,
you can see hearts.
You can see hearts pumping. Like even if it's not out of the body, I can like do like a fucking scan and like see that there's a goddamn heart there. I can definitely cut somebody open and do an autopsy or surgery and see that there's a fucking heart where there's evidence. And that's, I'm just like, oh my god, it's like the worst analogy. I'm like,
well, the more popular one is you can't see the wind, but you know it's there. And that's not true either, because you can at least see the effects of the wind. You can see trees and leaves and shit blowing around.
Yeah.
You can feel it on you. You can't. There's no.
But there's sometimes
God.
I would say there's sometimes you can actually like see like, well, at least like like the wind or whatever. Like whenever you're in a like in an airplane, you know how like the engines like heat up the air around it and it kind of makes that like wave look. I would say like that's like you could see the wind or the air.
That's more of a heat wave.
Yeah, but it's still
maybe if you're in a wind tunnel,
the air, though.
You see the wind.
It's still affecting the air.
I don't know. All I'm saying is you at least see the effects. You can't see the effects of God, nor can you feel them if they're not.
Yeah.
You gotta make your own life, people.
Choices.
Your own choices. You gotta help yourself.
Alright, that's why I joined Scientology.
Dude, it's honestly the best way to go.
It is.
As long as you got a few
the soundest principles and
yeah. Basically, it boils down to
the most open church I've ever seen.
Yeah, it boils down to if you got money, you the ruler of the world.
Which is
true.
It's true on so many levels.
A lesson that all people need to learn.
Yeah, or if you had a big giant dick.
Yeah, well, of course. But if you had both, oh shit.
Ruler of the galaxy.
Basically, Lord Zulu.
Dude, that's probably what it was. Lord Zulu probably had a shitload of cash and a big black dick.
That's right.
Yeah, if that lady crossed out that gratuity and was like gave me that thing, I'd like stomp her whole fucking party out.
Yeah, I'd curb stomp her ass, dude. I'd take her outside and then give her a sidewalk smiley.
Be like, you love Jesus so much, I'm about to send you them, bitch.
Nice Jesse Pinkman impression.
Every time I hear anybody say that now,
anytime I hear anytime I hear like a pause and then bitch. I'm like, okay.
I didn't mean to reference that or anything. That's what I felt.
Yeah, sure.
Just speaking from the heart. Which we can't see. We'll just assume it's that.
I felt like because like I saved the picture of it and I felt like posting it on my Facebook. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I think this is like the stupidest thing like I've ever read, like ever. And I've read parts of the Bible and it's stupider than that.
Stupider?
Stupider, yeah. But more stupid.
And I've read the Big Book of Stupid.
That's what it should be called.
There's already a book called The Big Book of Stupid.
Surprisingly good read.
I should just take the Bible and just put a different cover on it. The Big Book of Stupid.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
And I'll translate into like every single language so I can be like, oh, my book is translated in every single language. I can brag about it. Like, so it must be right.
So is Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And that book is right.
That is right. That's
right,
true.
the T.
That is.
Everyone in London is a magician.
Really more of an expose than it is a negative.
Yeah. It's a look into the heart of London in the Industrial Revolution.
Exactly.
I feel like every book
is really just a metaphor for the
Industrial Revolution. Yeah.
Except for
The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz. It's the only one that's not. That one is about the silver.
That one's just about a chick who goes to a magic land and...
Right, exactly. I mean, people read way too much into it. It's pretty much surface text.
It is.
There's no deep meaning to the Wizard of Oz in any way.
Frank Baum...
Dude was a drooling idiot.
He was a moron. And anyone knows him like I know him.
Right.
You know, the guy...
His personal friend.
Well, yeah, I went out with him the other day and he's just...
Not talking very much lately.
No. It was more of a Weekend at Bernie's situation.
That was what it was, dude. I was thinking about I watched Him Yum, and
oh god,
I know, but
I was excited for that. When it opened, I was like,
yes!
I was excited, and then he goes, "I'll never come up with a better idea than that." And then showed the little jungle scene. He's like, "We can have parties too." Oh
yes.
god! Yeah.
But I immediately, as soon as I saw it, I turned to Leanne and realized that she didn't share my joy because she wasn't privy to our conversation when we talked about that.
Yeah.
Look at her. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Could you just like,
I was like,
arms in the air, like yes.
He's like scared. I was telling Jeff about fucking the way Takara scared me.
What?
I was like, I got like angry.
Dude, everything Takara does scares me.
Dude, I'm ready to
on just a like psychological level, on just like what the fuck are you doing level. When she started pouring that lemonade, and then she's like, like it won't go, and she just kept pouring it overflow. That scared me. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm dating that. That scares the shit out of me. I can't sleep at night. Like when she's over, I'm literally like this. Like I'm in the bed and I'm just looking right at her. Like, okay, Blake, don't go to bed tonight because you don't know what she's gonna do.
You guys better never have a kid because she's gonna she's gonna be there with that bottle of milk and be like, it's overflowing. She's like drowning the baby with milk.
No, what she'll do is she'll be giving it a bath and she's like, and a dunk your head. And oh my god, I don't know how to bring it back up from underneath the water. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She's gonna beautiful mind that shit and she's gonna keep it under the water. And then I'm gonna Serbian film that shit. And I don't know, I haven't watched that movie yet, but no, we're watching Breaking Bad. And spoiler alert, at the end of season 4, Gus gets blown the fuck up by a bomb.
Nice.
It's badass. The whole room, boom, explodes. And then, like, it shows him walking out of the room, like, adjusting his little suit, his little tie.
Okay.
From a profile shot.
And then
it starts to pan around.
Oh, and he's, like, blown.
And half of his face is gone.
Just fucking blown up. So it gets that, and, like, you know, as soon as I see him, like, walking...
This is Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
God damn, this show sounds good.
It's awesome.
It's fucking, like, amazing. It's, like, the best show ever, besides The Wire. But, so, he's adjusting his thing...
That Family Guy reference.
Yeah, and he's adjusting his thing, and immediately I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I go, oh, okay, like, immediately, before it even starts to pan, I'm like, half his face can be blown away, like, it's obvious.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching it, like, waiting for it to happen, and when it pans around, all of a sudden, Takara goes, oh! And I go, what the fuck? And, like, it, like, scared me, like, it startled me, because it's like when you're watching a horror movie that's not scary.
Who does that? Oh!
I know, right? She's like, ah! Like, this weird, like, little moan thingy of, like, that's gross. But it's like when you're watching a horror movie and, like, you're not scared, but someone else, like, fucking, like, jerks and, like, scares the shit out of you, and you're like, what?
That's why that's why you can only see horror movies in theaters. Yeah. That's what makes it scary. I watch them.
Is just everybody constantly going fucking in their seat going, ah, ah, ah!
Because, like, even when I see
This is why I just go to porno theaters. It's the same effect.
That's true. Even when I see it in the theaters, like, I can already, like, I'm like, okay, this is what's gonna happen, but I can't, like, predict what other people are gonna fucking do. It annoys me, dude.
That's
like,
why I'm
like, this bitch is gonna fall and she's gonna get stabbed. The black people are gonna die first, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the formula, but I can never predict what the goddamn person next to me is gonna do. The whole popcorn's gonna, like, go fucking everywhere and shit.
Oh, they're gonna pull out a fucking lighter and play with that and play with a knife.
Oh yeah, like
simultaneously.
Dude, that was Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know that fucker. Movie. He thought he was a fucking pirate.
Oh my god, dude! And it wasn't like
he'll love Assassin's Creed 4.
That thing was like a switchblade. It wasn't no, like, pocket knife.
Oh, I know. It was like the things I have, like the fucking like a.
Dude, that was like fucking weird.
We do see Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
Yeah, 2.
3.
No, it was 2.
No, it was 3.
Was it 3?
It was at World's End.
Okay,
There's 4 of them. It was 3. So we just see 3, and this dude's just, like, sitting, like, right next to us, like, with this fucking little, like, knife out. He's, like, sitting on the edge of his seat. He has a little knife. He's just, like, flicking it out, like, putting it away and, like, flicking it out.
No, he was, like, in front of us, wasn't he?
No, he was right next to, like, he was, like, right next to you. And, like, he had, like, a fucking, like, lighter out.
He was just, like... But I think his like, Sonic cup was, like, filled with alcohol.
Yeah.
So he kind of smelled like it too.
He smelled like pot and like everything. There's a dude in my math class that like sits right next to me, just smells like just reeks of pot. Like, who are you fooling, kid? Like, the fuck, dude? Like, you smoked a giant bowl before coming to class in the same clothes. Like, hotbox yourself in, like, your garage or something.
What you should do? You should bring the campus cop into your class.
I should just bring the fucking dog into the class and let him, like, attack a kid.
Hey, man, I'm like, this kid's smoking pot. Like, you just smell it on him.
Yeah.
You just have the dog come by and sniff him. I'm like, dude, if you're not, like, if you can't, like, at least, like, fucking shower for the rest of us, like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care if you do it at home and nobody knows about it. But, like, if you can't even have, like, any common decency...
You know what? Move to Colorado, you hippie.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like, yeah, I don't care if people smoke pot. Like, I don't understand, like, the hype behind it. Like, I've done it. I'm just like, alright, like...
Man. Fuck, dude.
What?
The fucking FBI is listening in on this.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
No, they're gonna kill us is what they're gonna do.
I've done some legal versions of some things.
What?
Like, you know how they have like the synthetic stuff
Except
that's like
for legal sex.
That is true. That is true. Wow.
That's like I've done legal drugs, legal alcohol.
Never had legal sex.
Never had legal sex. I don't know what that feels like.
I just don't understand it though. Like people are like, ooh, yeah, you know, it's so much fun. I'm like, what? Just like sitting there, like doing nothing is like
I mean,
fun. Like, I don't get it. Like, it just makes you like slow.
it makes you tired and
I don't know. It's just like I don't get it.
that's the same thing with like drinking and stuff. I don't get that either. It's like I don't.
But see, like drinking to me is just like because I only have like one or two, but it's just like it like relaxes you. You're like okay. You're just like having fun, and like you can at least like still talk and stuff.
Yeah, but see, I think the problem with drinking is that some people are already too relaxed.
Yeah, maybe.
And then when they drink, you're just a big fucking bore. And it's like, why do I want to be around you, boring ass little like.
Some people can be boring.
Yeah, most people are pretty damn boring. Especially when they start slurring their words and stuff. It's just like.
Like even like when I drink, like other people get on my nerves. I'm like, oh my god, dude, like shut the fuck, like. Because then they just act ridiculous, and they're not even like drunk. They're just doing it just because.
Yeah.
Like at least like high
Placebo effect. You should have the waitress or the bartender or whatever give them like a non-alcoholic. Do a little test to see what happens. Whoa, hey girl, they're acting like a fucking idiot and just sucking back cranberry juice. They couldn't even tell the taste.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I feel like an O'Doul's. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I sort of agree because I don't do drugs, I don't drink, but I've never for me, I've never seen the appeal. I can see why some people would do it, just because some people do have trouble relaxing on their own. So,
I guess we just put a bullet in your brain at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you get really relaxed when you have a bullet in your brain. So
that's what I'm saying. That's eternal relaxation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the best kind.
It's called the big sleep for a reason.
Yeah. It's like I actually have a bigger problem with coffee than I do alcohol. Like, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, if your life is so pathetic, or you can't just wake up naturally, like you need that coffee to wake you up.
Right.
Boom, dude, right in the temple.
I agree.
Lights out. Something is not going right in your life where that's like the thing that you need to have.
It's like different things. Just be like, oh yeah, like I like having coffee once in a while.
Yeah.
But like I like the taste of it.
I feel like it's like I feel like a little coffee, a little cream and sugar in there. That sounds kind of tasty.
But these people that like just like fucking have to gulp down like 3 cups.
Black.
Black. I need
venti coffee. Black.
20 shots.
Sir, that's going to take about 2 minutes to brew. Holy fucking Christ! And then they flip out and They start breaking your fucking Florence and the Machine CDs and crushing macaroons in your face and breaking biscottis. Jesus Christ. And he's like, alright, lady. Get the fuck out before I put my boot in you.
Didn't you slam like a frappuccino into like some lady's car?
We already talked about that.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh yeah.
I had to buy some little pussy dude like toss a coffee, like a hot coffee at me.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't throw it at me, like he like scooted it on the counter at me.
Mm-hmm.
And like it didn't even spill. I looked at him and I was like, I want to try again. Fuck face. That's what I wanted to say.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I kind of laughed. I was just like, dude, that was pathetic.
You say that?
No.
No, but he thought it.
I thought it. I laughed. I did laugh at him.
What did he do?
He just got all pissy and stormed out.
Like,
I think I said, "Have a nice day, sir," as he was leaving.
have a nice day, miss.
Go rest that hand, ma'am.
He went outside and he raped some woman.
Okay. He's gonna throw a coffee at me. Fuck. My days.
I remember one lady got like real pissed because I called her sir.
He was probably dressed for the occasion.
When I worked at
asking for it.
When I worked at King Crazy, I called this one lady sir. She was like, she kind of like looked at me and was just like, I'm sorry, ma'am. And she just like looked at me, and then her friend came in and she like whispering, and they're all like looking at me. I'm like, well, you look like a fucking Yeti, like walking in here. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Instead of like buying video games, maybe you should go get like your fucking face done, get a haircut, get that fucking unibrow like fucking under control.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you got a damn caterpillar crawling on your face.
That'd be the smallest unibrow ever.
It was one of those big, like, fucking, like,
Matt, where have you ever seen a caterpillar that big?
Dude, there's caterpillars that big.
No.
Yes.
There's not a caterpillar big enough to span the entirety of your forehead.
I'm pretty sure there is.
That's like centipedes and shit.
Centipede, that's
a millipede, Matt. No, it's the one that has 1,000,000 legs.
A millipede, though, would be like this wide and like this long. They're ridiculously big.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. That would only exist in Willy Wonka's world. Where he cuts the hornet in half.
What?
With his knife.
Which...
From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
From the new one, the real one.
The real one. Yeah.
It's based off the book. It's the more accurate one.
Right, of course.
It is. It really is.
But it was terrible.
I mean, it's not...
So what does that say about the book, then?
It's not terrible.
No, it's terrible.
No, hold on now, Jeff. It's not terrible. I just don't feel like Tim Burton really captured the magic of Roald Dahl's original work.
No, it's terrible.
I just feel like Tim Burton may have slipped up a little bit on that one.
Every level of production.
Tim Burton is a god.
Terrible.
And don't you dare disrespect the man who made Beetlejuice.
All due respect. I'll give him Beetlejuice.
And Edward Scissorfingers.
I'll give him Edward Scissorcocks.
No, that was a force. You forced that one.
Well, I just like to throw cocks around whenever I can. And I'll give him Ed Wood.
That one's already set up.
Ready made, dude.
Yeah.
Just like me. Ready to go. But I think that's all I'm gonna give him.
What about Batman?
Yeah.
You gotta give him Corpse Bride.
Gots
to give him Sweeney Todd.
I gotta give him Planet of the Apes because that was
Well, that was fantastic.
the greatest.
And that's really what made Marky Mark famous.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people in the Academy believe that it was Max Payne that really jump-started his career. I don't think so. I like to believe that it was Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it was Planet of the Apes. No one had really heard of him before that. They just knew of his older brother because of New Kids on the Block.
Right.
So he became a huge star because of Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
And was in fact his first starring role.
Yeah.
To my recollection.
Yeah. The Happening. That was a good movie.
You know, there's very few movies that when I actually, like, remember parts of them, that I actually get angry. There are very few that I actually hold on to that anger, and that is one of those movies.
Why, dude?
Because, again, everything about it pisses me off.
But, whatever, dude.
He even made Zooey Deschanel, who I would like to fuck every which way. He made her only cute in that movie.
Wow.
It's pretty bad.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's like epically bad.
Yeah, I don't like Edward. Or not Edward. Zooey Deschanel. Who, in my eyes, looks like Edward. I don't like her, dude.
No, she's awesome.
She's a flatter.
She's awesome.
More boring version of Katy Perry.
No, she's not more boring than Katy Perry. She is flatter than Katy Perry. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Dude, Katy Perry.
Yeah, she's got
Chug-a-lugs.
She does. But she's cuter and she's more adorable.
But I'm not trying to pick her up and feed her my bottle. I'm trying to feed her my bottle, if you know what I mean.
I'm trying to do everything and then fuck her up the ass.
What's the twirl? All around? All up inside?
Yeah, like I'm gonna spin her like a top, dude.
Okay.
Because she's so small and petite.
It's like you're fucking a 12-year-old.
That's the dream. Well, it's Matt's dream.
No.
That's not reality, it's your dream.
Yeah, that's true. I have to live vicariously through Matt. Speaking of which, Matt, how are things going on the relationship front? Have you been touring any elementary schools lately to pick up any willing females?
No.
Have you been touring the middle schools? High school?
No. I'm good.
Please tell me you're not going around colleges looking for girls.
Nah.
You cannot go for girls that are close to your own age. That doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. No.
Well, have you boned the chick at the bar yet?
No.
I don't understand what. It's been a few weeks, dude. I don't
No, I don't
understand what's going on.
I don't know, this hasn't happened yet.
I'm beginning to doubt your commitment to sparkle motion.
I got the reference.
It's my Donnie Darko reference.
Oh man. That mom used to remind me of like Plano. We lived in Plano. Everybody acted like that. I was like, ugh.
Yes.
We were like the darkest on the street. We really were. It was like weird. Yeah.
He was Donnie and you were his sister.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Anybody else think it's weird that Maggie Gyllenhaal looks exactly the same
As she did in that
as
movie.
she did in that movie?
That's
She
nice.
looks.
She will look the same at age 12 as she will at age 80.
She just looks.
Probably.
She just looks sadder. Like I don't know if it's her like face.
Yeah, like
just droops.
that's the thing.
or
Like,
kinda
yeah,
something.
she's not really like getting lined or anything like that.
It's
but
just kind of like
she definitely looks frumpier now than she did.
Yeah.
But
I think, honestly, I think like in another 10 years, they could just put Droopy in her place.
Probably.
Just fucking put that little dog right up in there and nobody would know the difference. Starring Maggie Gyllenhaal, and people would be like, yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's Maggie. She's looking good now. She's better than she did a year ago.
Yeah, her skin looks good. The fucking... I don't know any of the characters' names,
Watch it
so there's nothing I can do with that line.
Watch that movie win like an Oscar.
Probably.
The dialogue was just exquisite. Exquisite.
Exquisite.
I don't know what I said.
Exquisite.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
Exquisite.
Excuse
Excuse me. You put the cream in your mouth. And then cream your poop.
Oh man, dude.
Okay.
How are we on time?
Hour 9.
What do you want to do? You want to wrap it?
It's up to you.
We got anything else to talk about? Any last minute things to...
I saw something else on Kotaku.
Let's just go ahead and wrap.
I saw some article on IO9. Apparently, there's like... apparently they discovered like the building blocks for like DNA like just forming in outer space. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Something cool. I'm like, we're all aliens.
Yeah,
I kind of figured.
that's what I figured. Yeah, that's about what I figured. So I cannot wait until we have interstellar travel.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a few years away.
If history is any guide, we're right on the cusp.
If science fiction films have taught me anything, it's that we are overdue.
We are, yes. They have lied to us about a great many things, so...
The time travel and stuff, it's happening within the next few years.
Yeah, man, everything's gonna happen, like, all in the same year.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the iPhone 7 will have a time travel app on it.
So
Oh, boy.
it will have a time machine on it, I'm sure.
Yeah. That will do more than just back up your hard drive.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure it will.
I'm pretty sure it'll let you go back and see what your iPhone 4 looked like.
Yeah. It'll go... All the iPhone time travel app will do is send you back in time to look at yourself holding your old iPhone.
Exactly.
And be like, haha, look at this loser. Look at that thing you're holding. Yeah. iPhone 4S, you bought one of those? Dummy.
Dumbass.
So we don't even have Siri anymore. Stupid.
See, wait, have they released any videos for their iWatch?
There's a watch?
Yeah, they're making an Apple
Making a
Watch. That's like made out. What is it, like the bendable plastic screen, that plexiglass or whatever, or plexiglass or flexible plexiglass, flexible glass.
Plexi?
Plexi?
It's flexi.
It's finger licking Lexi sexy.
It's sexy, Lexi, flexi, finger licking, finger lexicon.
There it is.
Did you see that transparent phone? These people like developed a transparent phone, and people are like, "Would you want a transparent phone?" I'm like, "Fuck yes, I would want."
I wouldn't want it. I'd never be able to find it.
I was gonna say if they make all the parts clear inside as well,
Yeah.
that would be the ultimate.
Did you see that?
No one would ever know you're on your phone. You'd just be like holding it all the time.
Did you see that e-ink smartphone?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it was like
It's kind of cool. Like a fucking 1,000-hour battery life.
Yeah, they said you only have to charge it for like one charge will last you like a whole month.
That's fucking awesome. I would never buy that.
I don't know, a whole month. I think it was like a whole week, but that's still pretty fucking long for a phone. But I could just imagine like the loading times for it to like flash.
I think e-ink's gotten faster. Because we've learned how to make electricity faster.
But
That's what
they said it was like light as shit. You know, I mean, like Kindle's like pretty damn light for what it is.
Man, a piece of paper with ink on it's pretty light.
Pretty fucking light, dude. So, I mean, in just the size of a phone, that's even lighter.
Yeah, it's like
holding a note
Just a whole fucking piece of paper.
When are they just gonna make like digital paper where it like
you can just like fart an idea on it?
Like kind of like
you brain fart something onto it?
Yeah, something like that.
Where
like,
you
just where you're like reading a newspaper, but like it like loads in like real time.
Man, you're talking Harry Potter moving picture newspaper stuff.
Kind of like newspaper magic. Yeah, would have like the videos and stuff on there, but like you
Well, that's what they're expecting, because when Spielberg made Minority Report, he actually went to a think tank and got their ideas so that he could try and make it as realistic as possible for what the near future was going to hold. And what they were saying, based on everything they've seen in their information, that's where the world was heading. It was heading to newspapers that would have, if a breaking news happened, all of a sudden on the front page of your paper, it would have a news story that pops up and lets you know that they would have, the advertising, when you walk in, it scans your eyeball and then it starts putting up ads specifically for you, because it already does it on the fucking web. Why would they not do that as out in the real world eventually?
Yeah, makes sense.
So Target does that.
No, it'd be a cool
thing. They do it based
on
like your buying history, and apparently they know like when you're gonna have your period before you fucking even know.
Yeah.
Like, or a girl like knows they're gonna have their period. They know when like a person is gonna be like pregnant and like expecting a baby, and they'll like subtly place like little ads for like baby clothing or tampons or some shit in there.
I think a cool thing would be like, what if like you're walking down the mall or whatever, and the thing scans your eyeball to like generate your interests or whatever. What if it took it a step further? What if it like made ugly girls invisible, so only the attractive ones were visible to you?
Wait, would everybody else see your advertisements, or would it just be for you?
Let me ask you this.
You would have nanobots in your brain?
Because if they scan my eyeball, I'd be all like hentai and like
I was going to say, this is what it should become. It should become, what can we implant in us?
Oh, I thought you were saying it should just become.
No. What can we implant, do an ocular implant that will actually basically take the visual data, but it will actually translate it into something that you want to see. So every girl you see is a knockout, beautiful girl.
I don't like that.
No,
that's some shallow house shit, and we're getting into bad Jack Black movies. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, but instead of it being the shallow house stuff, I think that would be fine. Would you live the rest of your life knowing that? Because then every girl you ever talk to, sleep with, anything, is always a perfect 10 in your mind.
But you could, would you be able to feel them, or would your mind?
That's what I'm saying. It would probably have to be like an actual full-on adjustment of the brain, so that I don't know.
I guess that makes sense. If you're adjusted from your brain. Yeah.
I mean, because the brain, the impulses in the brain tell you what you see, what you feel.
Sure, no, it's all the Matrix. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's all it is. So basically what I'm saying is, can we create the Matrix and jack ourselves in?
The Matrix has already been created.
And inside the Matrix, jack ourselves off.
Offline? I mean, we already have the Matrix. We just need to have the virtual reality. We need the mind plug, the jack.
Right.
The mind jack. Which, we need that to plug us into the Matrix, aka Second Life.
Yes.
I feel like the graphics are good enough.
Well, sure. Those graphics are amazing.
They're like Sims 2 at the height of its day.
They're like reality.
Yeah, Sims 2.
It's like looking through a fucking window.
It's like looking through a window into Sims 2.
The Sims 2. That somebody was playing in 1992.
Yeah. It looks fucking photorealistic.
Photorealism at its finest.
Yeah. But here's the real question, though. And this isn't a hard question to answer, but would you ever want to leave?
The Matrix, if I was in it?
If you were in this world where every girl was like a knockout...
Well, no, I wouldn't want to leave. Dude, if I could, in my own mind, live in my own fantasy world, but in reality, my body is sitting in a mental institution for the rest of my life, I would fucking do it.
Yeah?
Yes.
I would too.
Why would you not want to do that?
Yeah, I wouldn't give a shit, dude.
Who fucking cares?
I'd be like a superhero. I'd be like a fucking... Yeah, I'd do like everything. I'd be like James Bond one day, and then I'd be a superhero the next day. I'd just do whatever the hell I want.
But what if your fantasy was just you sitting on your couch watching TV?
I would do it.
For eternity.
Dude, that sounds like the best life
ever. That sounds like the best life ever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
would I be able to have sex?
Yes.
With attractive women?
With yourself, yes.
No. Don't say I wouldn't enjoy that. But if it was like, hey,
I don't
you
want to
could...
fuck me, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But if it was like, hey, you could have sex with like the most attractive woman of your like imagination.
Uh-huh.
So something from an anime that I like.
I would obviously fuck Zooey Deschanel, but no, I'm just kidding. She's not my ideal.
Who's your ideal?
Katy Perry's boobs.
Okay, no chimeras here. Just one person.
Because the fantasy would be to take all these disparate parts from other.
But no, but dude, that's gross. And you have this like fucked up monster, this Frankenstein.
No, you would have a beautiful monster.
No, you'd have
with
Frankenbride.
Great tits, an amazing ass, long legs, and no face. Who fucking needs to see a face?
We have a face, but we have no mouth.
No, because that would freak me out.
What if we could make noise?
I'd rather have it be like a mannequin face.
What if
With no definition or anything?
What if it could make noise? It had no mouth. It would go.
That would turn me off.
You're damn right it would. It's like being gagged.
Exactly.
Holy shit. No arms. You
don't need arms.
It's just a torso.
Oh no, so you have to have the mouth, dude, because it's...
Fellatio.
Yes.
Italian for she who sucks the pee.
Yes.
Well, what about like no arms or legs?
Perfect woman. She can't run away. Yeah, she can't fight you off.
Although there are very few women that can fight me off.
And no teeth. Because you don't want them biting.
That's right. No.
But they're trying to gum at it. It's just cute.
That feels good.
It's adorable. Gotta keep doing it, please. Complosion.
I don't know.
My ideal girl would be 2 feet tall, no legs, no arms,
I like it. Yeah.
no teeth.
Yeah, I like it.
Extra hair.
Where?
On her head.
Okay,
more
good.
stuff to pull
so
on.
You can good.
Put in
You
pigtails.
can actually wrap it.
Oh,
wrap
dude.
your arms in there.
She would have Rapunzel pigtails.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm riding a Harley.
That would be true.
She would have no legs or anything, so it's like a little stump.
Yeah, she would be like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy to grab her and position her where you want.
She would be the biggest fleshlight in the world. Oh, he's dumping her. She just be screaming.
You get the super long, so you can you can feel like you're riding the big old Harley with the handlebars way up here.
Yeah. Sure. That's my perfect girl.
Okay. I don't know if I have a perfect girl.
Katy Perry's tits.
Yeah, I mean, Katy Perry's tits are...
Katy Perry's.
I'm thinking about her tits. I can't even talk, dude.
Dude, Katy Perry's are so...
I'm trying to think if there are any other tits that I think are better. Because hers are pretty good. I don't know. I'm sure there are probably some I could...
ScarJo?
Eh. I think Katy Perry's are better. I'll just go with Katy Perry's. And see, I don't know, I don't know if I have a perfect face or anything else.
But J-Lo?
Nah, see, I don't like big butts.
Don't lie.
I'm just not a big fan. I like nice, tight, like Jessica Biel ass.
Kind of a big butt.
Not really. She's got a nice, firm. You can tell she works out a lot. I like that. Like athletic looking girls. Lean.
Not what you like. I think Matt likes lean girls as well.
I think he does too.
Very petite.
Very petite. Definitely in pigtails.
Pigtails are just like,
We do have this new girl working with us.
She have pigtails?
No, but she looks nice.
You gonna make a move on her?
No, she's married. I'm married.
So?
So, the timing's just not right. Yeah, no, I mean, I gotta break up her marriage first, and then
It's a lot of work, but I think you can get it.
I'll get it eventually.
You get it done, dude.
I'll subtly get in there, and I'll just drive over between her and her husband. Get them to break that shit up, and then I'll just leave my wife.
Stick on 2 wives.
Nah, I'm not done with that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't even really like having one.
This is stupid. I understood that. Why the fuck someone would have 2 wives?
Yeah, I mean, I don't either. I don't really understand.
Prisoners are like, guard, can you put an extra one of these on my ankle? Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
Makes it faster.
I mean, I guess you get twice the sex.
Not really. Because it's not like you're going to sex with both of them at the same time.
Maybe you can.
No. Physically, you cannot.
No, I think you could.
Your penis cannot go inside of 2 vaginas at once.
Mine can.
Jeff, I don't know what kind of human centipede shit you'd be doing in your house, but it's not possible.
No, I mean... No, I've definitely done that. Like, I went through the one girl.
So big that it blew out of her mouth.
Came out her mouth and I went into the other girl.
Okay, that makes sense.
So clearly I'm correct that this is possible.
Yeah, you're right.
So...
I just don't understand the anatomy of a woman. I didn't realize you could go from the vagina to the mouth. I didn't know they were connected.
Yeah, they are. I mean, clearly.
Well, that's true. Because when she swallows my sperm and then she gets pregnant and has the baby out of her vagina.
How did it happen? Exactly.
She swallowed it.
Exactly.
Went to her tummy. Her tummy had a baby.
Yeah.
Babies are stored in the stomach.
Yes, they are.
The acid is warm and
Nurturing. Nutrient rich.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect environment.
Mm-hmm.
Really, builds up the immune system. Makes that baby kind of superhuman. Really does. It's similar to the movie Alien. Because that thing came out superhuman.
Prometheus?
Promethealien. Yeah, that one. Promalian? Chameleon?
Alienetheus?
Alienetheus?
He should have called it Alienetheus.
That would have been good, actually.
Yeah. It would have been an actual good movie instead of a pilot.
All they
garbage.
needed to do was change the title. That fixes all of the problems in that movie. So.
Yeah. How are we on time?
We're 28.
Rapid. We went over our thing a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Alright. This is the wrap-up portion of Three Step Guys, episode 25. Facebook.com/3stepguys, Twitter.com/3stepguys, YouTube.com/3stepguys, 3stepguys.libsyn.com. Search iTunes for 3 Step Guys. And rate, review, subscribe. Yeah, those are all of them. 3stepguys@gmail.com. Email us.
Yes.
And that's it.
Okay.
Something about Raphael's song, Get Stuffed, unreleased albums. Thanks.
Whatever.
Okay. Kuna Matata?
Kuna Hatata.
Kuna Takata?